it's around my head, or what's trying to be around my head, and this works especially good when this guy's really driving, trying to get in my head. So he really wants my head. I just, almost like I'm putting on a t-shirt, put my hand inside of his armpit and I slide down to his tricep. All I'm going to do now is push my body towards that way. You see what I'm doing right now? I've rotated my body. Go ahead and drive back into me. It's very difficult for him to do so because now I've straightened my arms. Now it's my skeletal system versus your lats to try to pull back. Now from here, all I'm going to do is put my hand on the mat. So I keep this locked, and how you always do it is the same way every time. If you just put your hand on the mat, you're going to use all abs. And realistically, right now, even with Roy not really driving into me, it's still difficult for me. If Roy's really driving into me, I just try to sit up very hard. All I do is I reach for some territory, and I get my elbow to the mat, and I get my hand to that, and now I can push. I can now push, some guys I completely push over, usually the fat guys, but some of Roy's guys usually go to the back, and I just pull my legs out. And now I'm back up on my feet, able to fight. Or if you want to attack me. So all I do is I'm in here. It's funny, Jim was really good at this, and for the longest time I was like, that's not a technique. It shouldn't work. It's force ripping. Everybody in our gym, and I'm talking Drysdale, me, I haven't seen a single guy, Todd Duffy, we can't hold him down. Which makes me mad that Tito held him down because he shouldn't be able to, and Tito wouldn't hold him down in the gym and just at force sometimes for whatever reason. Has brain farts, I don't know. But I've seen Randy Couture not hold that guy down when he doesn't want to get up. And one of the moves he does, and Whitehead actually explained it more technical, and Ricky Lundell actually did this also, is that he just, this elbow post. So easy. So again, I'm here, I'm trying to fight this way, and it works especially well because my opponent now is driving into me. This is the kind of energy that's working. So this is how you're trying to push me back into position, I take you back out of position. Does everybody see how it kind of works? It's going to be kind of confusing at first, but it's such an awesome move. Here's the secret to it though. Keeping my hands, as soon as I can, straight. Once I'm here, I'm super strong. If I try to do this and push up, push into me, Roy, push, I'll fight it. This is hard. I'm not going to get my arm back. Push into me, Roy. Very difficult. Because I'm straight. Elbow, I made a skeletal system. Now, see, now it's my arms. I'm cheating. You know, I always want to cheat, right? That's why I think bodybuilding is bad. It teaches you not to cheat. Use isometric motion, you know what I mean? You want to be an Olympic lifter. Use your whole fucking body to move. You know what I mean? Cheat at all times. Does everybody understand? Real quick on that cheating thing, right? That's one thing that I've learned about strength. It's drastically improved my strength. Everybody thinks like I've gotten like 3 times stronger in the gym. And it's because I've learned one thing. Philippi helped me a lot, and I've studied a lot now on the internet, but the one thing that actually helped me the most is my children. My child is not corrupted by modern thinking. So like, my son the other day, this was about 6 months ago, went to go grab my hand, right? He grabbed my hand like this. He used his whole body, he felt so strong. He wanted to hold my arm. Most people, if I said, hey, grab my arm and hold me still, just gonna use your hand, I would do that. I'm like, okay, let me grab it. So now I've just grabbed you with my hand. I'm not using my whole body. All times you should always be cheating. Use your whole body at all times. If I want to grab your hand, I'm going to put my weight over it and I'm sinking in now. This is how I'm going to hold somebody and use my body in perfect alignment, in unison. Bodybuilding, a lot of times, teaches you to use isolated movements. You're actually teaching yourself not to work multiple joints at once. You learn this. Don't use your back. To me, if you're going to lift and do a curl, you should look like this. Because you're fighting. That's what you want to do. You should never go like this. Great for bodybuilding because you're isolating. But when you isolate, the reason why bodybuilders are doing it is because they're making the exercise more difficult. Why in fighting would you want to make anything more difficult? You want to make everything as easy. That's why kettlebell stuff I think is awesome. It teaches you, if you want to get this up here, you better swing your whole body, use your hips, and do everything it takes to move. And that's how you want to move and fight. So that's why when I'm moving like this, you see I'm using my whole body to swing and move around. Even now when I sit up on certain maneuvers, like if I hit a drag on somebody, I'll chop my foot down and pull my abs up. You know, instead of sitting there going, I'm doing an ab motion. I pull my leg up, I lock my stomach, so now that everything works in 1, 2, and now I'll come up and move like an athlete. You see the difference? Whereas in bodybuilding, you'd be taught to, you know, not that I'm planning on bodybuilding, I'm just saying realize as a fighters, we want to cheat all the time. Cheating means locking your arms straight, keeping things at past 45-degree angles, not allowing this to happen, use a tricep extension. You want to always move at maximum leverage. Make sense?